And to finish off, we can talk about the Winnipeg Jets. I don't
Your
know.
favorite team?
I
Yeah.
don't have my favorite team to rip. Okay. I feel bad for Jets fans here, honestly. First off, Kevin Cheveldayoff, Kevin Weebs of Sportsnet apparently reported that he's gotten a 3-year extension.
Okay.
I just, I
Like,
just,
I
I
think,
look back to last season, right? And
yeah.
like it just after what happened with Jenner and Block, yeah, he wasn't tied to anything malicious. I don't think he should have had a job then. And after an abysmal season like that, you decide to bring him back. What are we thinking? It's not even just that. This is. Let me just set a few things up here, and we can just get a sense of where the Winnipeg Jets are. Apparently, also, Elliot Friedman, or sorry, not Elliot, Frank Siravalli, the man, the myth, the legend. The Jets are planning to completely overhaul their coaching staff. Interim head coach Dave Lowry, assistant Jamie Compound, Charlie Huddy are all not returning. Apparently, Huddy had been through them with them through numerous head coaches. That speaks to just say longer than Paul Maurice because he was there for like a decade.
Yeah.
Sounds like Wade Flattree will remain on staff. Apparently, I think they said also that Lowry will have a chance to interview, which why would he? Because he obviously don't think he's good enough. So that seems kind of counterintuitive. But on top of all that, Mark Scheifele had a press conference that was all about me, I need to, me, I. Mark Scheifele decided to go out to the media and basically say, I'm paraphrasing here, I need to see where this organization is going. Talked about he was in his prime. He's getting better and better. You'll be better next year. I mean, just back check and you're going to be fine, my friend, but whatever. And talked about he was going to have a difficult meeting with Kevin Cheveldayoff about his future with the Jets. Daniel,
The wrong power move, in my opinion.
this is not a Gordon Bombay power move. This is a Brad Marchand embarrassment moment of behavioral embarrassment. It was bad. I just can't help but think, Daniel, statistically, I think his defensive numbers were worse than Patrick Laine this year, but he's not as talented as an offensive player as Patrick Laine. He's a loser. He doesn't like, he put his team in a bad position last year in the playoffs when he threw that completely reckless hit and concussed Jake Evans. Just took himself out of the series and they get swept. Nice job. He hates crossing the other side of the blue line to back check. And he's going to go on about his prime when
I
you're a
didn't,
leader. Be
I
part
didn't,
of the solution, not a problem.
I
It's a
didn't like it
Marshall.
at all. Yeah. Like, I didn't like how it was a very like, what's in it for me at this point. I think that the Jets already had that idea. Like, and it's all alleged things that they had this culture in the locker room, and then Shifley was just one of them, along with Blake Wheeler. And then now they're starting to see that core, for how talented they are, it's just not working there. It's not getting them wins. It's not getting them any consistency. And I don't know what they're going to do at this point right now, because this just adds another layer to things, because they have to re-sign Pierre-Luc Dubois soon. Um,
Sorry, this is what's really interesting. Is Pierre-Luc Dubois the other day said, I want to be in Winnipeg. He's like,
yeah,
yeah, I want to be here. And then Mark Scheifele, who after this season has 2 more years at $6.1 million, has a letter on his jersey. Like, if you want out, there's a way to go about it. Do it privately on media, but to go out and be like, oh, I'm all about this, and showing zero accountability. I joked about this with the guys. The only time Mark Scheifele has ever shown accountability on the ice is when he threw a suicide pass to Patrick Laine and Jake McCabe flattened him on center ice and concussed. Didn't mean it was a clean hit, but accidentally concussed Patrick Laine, and Scheifele stood up for him because he realized it was his fault. I feel bad for Jets fans that they got to deal with him.
that too. Like, there's this abundance of talent, of this effort to, it's crazy. Like, these stories are coming out, and they finally have arguably two top centers who could play the top six.
Mm-hmm.
And then they've been able to recover a lot of that defensive depth after they lost a lot of it a few seasons ago. And then now it just I don't know. It's just kind of like, I guess, what are we gonna do? We're gonna get rid of one guy, or we're gonna tear this down. What are we gonna do?
I think who was it as well? I think Friedman said on the 32 Thoughts podcast that maybe there could be other guys in Winnipeg who may want out, and asked about Connor Hellebuck, which my Hellebuck to the Leafs thing is that much closer to happening. There's a lot going on in Winnipeg. I don't know who they go for a coach. I would really hope they're sensible and they're not one of the teams that are reportedly interested in Quindle. Because if seriously, if Cheveldayoff thinks it's a good idea to bring him in, or even Mark Chipman, the owner, thinks that's a good idea, we land base them. I don't know, or maybe Bruce Boudreau, because there seems to be some cat and mouse going on in Vancouver, but we'll see.